Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia, and the Bulls will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UMass's offense will get the ball first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Grab near the marker is Gibson. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Minutemen were penned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. Pressure coming. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, UMass.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The UMass offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Slides away. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On 1st down, he got sacked. Now it's 2nd, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple of yards, he picked up the 1st down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
But getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Western Kentucky was far from the friendly confines of Bowling Green, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll run it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Looking for space. It's Isaac. Nice move there.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
At the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, USF.
That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Bulls! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
10, South Florida, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage?
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown. Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Bulls want to move quickly. Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Franklin. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Pushes ahead, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Florida.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
17, South Florida, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jordan. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got it in the middle. It's Gray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's good. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Brown wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Makes the grab. There he goes. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 22 on 1st and 10.
Timeout, USF.
To the air on first down. On target. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown USF. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Brown will throw it. He's got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. You can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone.
Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Bulls have this offense rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bulls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nimrod. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. On the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Brown will throw it. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Going for the marker on the ground. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
USF.
From the gun. Going for 6. Touchdown Bulls. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the ground, it's Isaac. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10.
1st down for the offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st and goal, USF.
That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Gets the back moving. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
UMass will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown Bulls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
UMass 17.
Coming out with it, it's Massey. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Jordan. Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's great. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gray. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gray. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The Minutemen needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking for a crease. It's Norton. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
That's a first down for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the touchdown, South Florida. And the beatdown has ensued. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Jordan. Under fire. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.